Hey everybody, it's Mark Hayner, and it's been a little while since I've done one of the video newsletters, or I guess any newsletter for that matter. So I'd like to get back to that today. I've got a few different things, a few different announcements for everybody, and just a little topic I want to talk about. First, for announcements, big one. I'll start out with this, just a little bit of a downer. I'm going to be closing up the doors to my Edmonds evening camp. The evening location is just not me in terms of my vision for the business, with my schedule, and whole host of other reasons, but I've spent a lot of time meditating on that. After this next phase, the 5 weeks coming up, I'm going to close the doors on that one, but that's going to open and pave the way for me to open a new camp in beginning in October, on October 5th. I'm going to be running a camp at the Redmond Athletic Center, the Redmond Athletic Center boot camp over there. So that's going to be a lot of fun as soon as we get into that. So if you know anybody that's going to be over there, that maybe Microsoft workers, anybody like that, go ahead, let them know. I've got the camp starting. It's going to be an 8 in the morning camp. Really going to focus on getting busy moms a workout, and we'll go from there. So today's topic, I always one of the hazards of being a fitness professional is you have to watch the same TV everybody else watches, and I can't even begin to comprehend the billions and billions of dollars that have changed hands based on one fitness myth. And that fitness myth is spot reduction. You know, there's always some product out there, and I was watching a commercial yesterday. They have essentially a really miniature exercise ball that you put under your low back. It allows you to get an extra range of motion when you're doing a crunch or a sit-up. And they're saying that's the reason that all the crunches that you've been doing haven't getting you results. It's because the range of motion wasn't there. And I've got a bridge to sell you. So it's absolutely preposterous to me that money still changes hands on the notion that you can get a trim midsection by simply moving the muscles in your midsection. There's more to it than that. Your fats, all the fat is, it's a fuel source that lies underneath your skin. And you can work your muscles, but you can't work fat. You don't have any say where you put fat on. You don't have any say where you take fat off. So it's important to keep that in mind when you're being a fitness consumer, that low tech is usually better, and that if you want to lose fat in a particular area, you have to be prepared to lose fat everywhere. And I always hate having to be the bearer of bad news on this one. It turns me from everybody's best friend who can give them some good advice into, like I said, the bearer of bad news. You can't pick and choose where your body's going to lose fat. I'm sorry. But the good news is that it boils down to the Occam's razors. The simplest explanation is the best. If you're eating well and you're exercising, then you're going to get to where you're going to go. Don't try to make it any more complicated than that. Just be willing to put in the time and effort, be willing to stay accountable, and do whatever you got to do to stay motivated. So when you watch fitness infomercials or commercials, I hope you find as much humor in them as I do. So anyway, that's the newsletter, video newsletter for today. The next phase of camp is starting next Monday. This is an off week of camp. It's going to be a 5-week phase, a long one. Great time to get involved if you haven't. And I look forward to hopefully seeing a lot of you at camp. And I love you, and there's not a damn thing you can do about it.